anticipated it. We don't know. I mean, but Alpha 7, I feel like they're hunting down Horror Esports right from the get-go.
Yeah, that's a possibility, right? Because you have a good amount of days played. But no fear, he fights back. He got Carillo based on the elimination feed. I wonder what's gonna happen at that era. I really want to see that. But for now, we're gonna put a little bit more focus onto Thundertalk Gaming coming in onto LGD. What a players currently down. And looks like No Fear. Okay, managed to get Carillo. Okay, at least they managed to trade back one elimination. And No Fear is still in the game. While Tenyu splat onto the ground. MVM2.
Yeah, I feel like Alpha 7 really did try to sniff them out, you know, right at the beginning of the match here. I mean, they could have got into the circle. I mean, they were already on the road. They had the chance to get inside, but they stopped to engage with Horror Esports. But anyway, back into the action here. Thundertalk Gaming, Tianyu gunned down Nadity and the rest of D-Saver, and now they're out of the game as well. Okay, unusual play.
Will be eliminated by Alpha 7.
Oh man, GLU I feel like already eliminated as well. There you go, there's the confirmation we have been waiting for. Exited the game with 5 points, so it's still okay. Tony K clutching here, ladies and gents. Boy Dunsky receiving a lot of punishment from Tony K, but unfortunately Tony K kind of got hit as well. Camel to the rescue. Can he save Tony K at this point? Gakor is doing his best to defend the whole team, to represent the whole team, but that was it. That was the end of the line for Alter Ego Errors. But Vampire, is it going to be the same fate here?
Wow, Newsy's name to Federales right on point, that knocking him down out in the open. Wow, the other players of BTR moving away. Federales will be finished off by Newsy. The point goes to Vampire Esports. Tony K still bleeding out, and he currently is being revived at the nick of time.
Ooh, man, that is something to watch, I can say. BTR, okay, they haven't managed to put up any numbers just yet, and the fact that Federale is already out of the game here, and we're looking at 2 members, oh man, could be hard to get the chicken now. But then again, we're talking about 6 teams remaining, so let's see. That is if, of course, they get through Vampires first. And now we can see Camel on the screen right now with a DPS trying to go after this player BTR, but unfortunately Camel goes down hard. Satar doing his best to keep them at bay. Nuzi already down on the ground, but behind him, he's also getting shot at.
Satar with the stage, a little bit too far. Now they come in, and it's Tony K to take out Satar. They lost one, but they trade back with Satar. Not too bad. They continue to play in the top 5.
That, you know, they don't want to expose too much of information coming from Team Flash and their strategy and how they're going to go about the official tournaments. But anyway, right off the bat, we are experiencing a fight happen. This time it's going to be Tiambo versus D-Savior, and it's in Pachinki, the claim for Pachinki.
Oh yeah, your team. But Mighty is waiting just outside this building. In front of him is 2 players of D-Savior. Mighty with a micro Uzi though. But D-Savior, pretty decent weapons. I see a UMP in the hands of Paragin. Okay, there goes Lamborghini. And Mighty forced to move into the building, and Paragin was waiting for him. And Lamborghini almost got the second one. Okay, that was close, And with a shotgun at that range, he's still able to get knocked.
It's amazing the way that he went for that player. But great execution so far coming from the side of D-Savior here, defending Pachinki well, but Yuan's got lucky by getting Paragene. I mean, he knew that he's going to exit the game because the team already lost the firepower, and D-Savior definitely will win the fight, but he was able to snatch Paragene's leg and took him with him to the underworld. But anyway, getting back into the action here, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at BTR, and they're over at the apartments over here. I feel these are the apartments right near the school. So these are probably, this is probably the dorm area. Anyway, Bigatron, Federales with a crossbow. My goodness. Let's see if we can get a shot here.
Oh yeah, I always want to see like a crossbow knock elimination sort of thingy. So if it's able to serve that one, they'll be... And I guess a lot of teams are doing so because they want to wait and see how the circle will go next. Ooh. But JDG, okay, a bit of a revenge. They are now moving on to BTR's position, Razy down out in the open, and JDG is going for him.
Did you notice that JDG is taking it up a notch here? as for their gameplay, I mean, it's good to see that they're the ones really starting the fight here, and now they're going up against, Bigatron. And one of them is currently knocked down on the ground, and BTR trying so hard to provide a little backup, to that person who just got knocked down. But unfortunately, one of them, Razy, back in the lobby, so which brings us down to just 3 players for the side of BTR. Now, this is not, of course, the way that you want to start your game. As much as possible, you want
Red Force. And 7-9 still a full squad. NS Red Force on the second floor. Jaxi will get Beanie. One more to go. It's going to be XCY on the other side. And DZ defending his own ground, taking out Mika with the DBS just by the corner because they heard the DBS is a very dangerous weapon. Obviously, he's one of the best weapons to come up with the clutch. XCY down to the rest of the he gets one more to go onto the right, and it's super duper low. And Noxin Red Force defended the ground again.
XZY putting up a show here, easy like ABC. But, of course, in a Red Force and not out of the woods just yet because the boys of Bigatron out to get them this time.
Oh, here we go. But XZY gets better on us as a start. Noxin Red Force. Oh, man. Okay, XZY, let's see what he can do against the other members of Bigatron right now. Cooking up his nade. But from the side, surprise, surprise, say Snape to eliminate him. After defending the ground against 2 different teams, they finally go out.
Ooh, man, defense against the dark arts. Oh my, okay, that was such a great tactics right there. I mean, you weren't really expecting it, but it's one of the oldest tricks in the book. Vampire Esports might give BTR the same taste of medicine, but BTR was a good call. It is not, the fight is not for us, but unfortunately, they encounter the boys of 4th Tribe, so this is an exciting matchup that we are seeing, but from afar, from that range, oh my god.
Story. And the story of Alpha 7. Again, they're playing this tactically, like they're not engaging in fights, they're allowing teams to cancel each other. And the last we checked, they are on the right side of the map. So, no other teams there. Most of the teams try to play in the middle of the circle. That's why we can see here NS Red Force, a BTR, very, very close by. So our next engagement, between these 2 teams at least, might take a while.
Yeah, I don't think BTR or even in its Red Force is going to risk it. But I feel like Alpha 7 and as well as Thunder Talk Gaming might have an action happen around farm area.
Okay, let's see if that's going to happen there. Oh, 9 circle. So farm action, not going to happen for now. Looking at the farm side, Thunder Talk Gaming and Alpha 7, but looking at how Alpha 7 is playing. Wait a second. Oh, Sky is out. So they only have 3 points. 3 points for Alpha 7 to catch. But Alpha 7, right now, they're starting to collect play some points. So the
teams to catch up to Alpha 7 because definitely Horror Esports will be moving down the ranks because we still got 1 more game before we wrap things up.
Yeah, that's a good point. We need to look at the overall scores later to see if there's any dark horse that could potentially overtake Alpha 7 or even Horror Esports, that for the matter, since this is their last game. So, speaking about the last game, top 4 teams, all 4 of them have a full squad. We are now into stage number 5. Who will make that first move? Everyone has their own corner now with a lot of space to play since, well, this round went pretty fast as well. Most teams eliminated earlier.
It's going to be tricky for the Vampires since, they are right in front of BTR and it's Red Force. It's going to be a hard one. But anyway, we've got Newsy right in front of BTR here. Okay, what is he going to do in this situation? Okay, he's not that exposed to NS Red Force, so there's still a chance for Vampires to take over this compound where BTR is currently staying at. Newsy, Venturas, both of them cooking up nades up against Snape here. And Snape, he's holding on to a smoke here.
But the fact that he held on to a smoke, Vampire Esports took advantage and knocking him down. Venturas will be down as well. A bit of a trade-off between the 2 teams, but Snape is in a difficult position, at least for Venturas. Newsy is there to pick him up, but the nade sent by BTR. They're looking to try to get a double knockdown, but not able to land any yet. One more. Here comes! Back down to the ground is Venturas.
All right, here we go. Vampire Esports also taking in a lot of damage coming from BTR, Ventures, as well as Sony K down on their knees at the moment. And Razy got shut down by NS Red Force, I believe. Yes, that was courtesy of TZ, but Federalis just got the point up against Vampire Esports. Camel's still trying to make a way here up against the Tar, and yes, sir, I think Vampire might be winning this fight.
Oh! Okay, 1v1! And at the end of the day, it is Federalis that wins it for BTR. But cannot be complacent. Here comes NS Red Force.
Yeah, I mean, this is just like the right opportunity for NS Red Force to kind of swoop in, right? Just like what you mentioned earlier, they're like the cleaning crew right now. Pretty much just like what Alpha 7 did a while ago. But Federalis, what are you going to do in a situation with the DBS at hand? It was able to shut down 2 players coming from NS Red Force here. Now we are talking about 2 more to go, unfortunately. Firepower was not enough from the side of Federalis, but...
You want to be third party when you're in there taking a fight, wanting to collect those points.
Exactly. Oh man, okay. So far, I don't see any teams fighting it off just yet down there in Los Leones. Everyone's to be having quite a standoff today. Or at least those teams that dropped in Los Leones. But as for VTR, okay, they're over to the west side of the safe zone, pretty near with Vampire Esports as well as NS Red Force. RQ might do a little gatekeeping here, even up against Void Donkey the moment they get inside the zone. But as for Thunder Talk Gaming, they have taken over one of the biggest area as well. Minas, I'm not sure what the area this is, but yeah, they're already in the middle. Tiamba ain't just yet. Okay, it's a good thing, I guess. As for the kill fit, it's Sem9 and Vampire Esports. We've got Thunder Talk as well versus the Savior. BTR also shuts down Nadity, but it was Thunder Talk Qian Yu who got the point.
Oh, Thunder Talk. They have scored chicken dinner in this map before, and actually in both maps. So who knows if Thunder Talk might want to go for chicken dinner. Anyway, now they have to win this fight against the Xavier with Tenyu coming in, takes a bit of damage, and King from the other side as well. Now he's going to join his teammates. Same time, Tony K takes out Fearon from Sem9, stealing their point away from the hands of RRQ. But Tenyu in the face, and they set across by Parajin.
Ooh, but from behind though. BTR, man. Okay, still clutching up, of course. D-Savior also trying to let down the Thunder Talk, but BTR going to have an altercation with D-Savior this time. Now, Lamborghini's popping off smokes. Is also throwing some nades all around this warehouse. BTR trying to do a reset. There's a need for D-Savior to defend this very compound they're staying at. So let's see if they can be successful up against BTR.
And here comes Parajin with his nade sent across. Bam! Razy evades that. Okay, Razy needs backup though. Okay, where are the other members of BTR? They need to join up with Razy soon. Unless Razy decides to try to get away. Perhaps he tries to get into this buggy, but because of those nades, he can't just climb in and drive off.
Razy behind this broken down wall. Paragian goes in for the charge there. Levi's, okay, couldn't find his target, but Razy, since the outside also gets tagged by former Vibes this time.
Oh, here comes Snape. Federalis knocked down by Thunder Talk Gaming. Snape will now be alone against D-Xavier. And Snape with a smalley. Trying to flush out the members of D-Xavier, but Snape now with a shotgun in front of Lamborghini. Molly on the Lamborghini, forcing him to move. That's going to be the second Molly. D-Xavier falls back.
ASIA, just to give you guys an update, is still inside Impala. So getting back into action here, ladies and gents. D-Savior still trying to defend themselves up against BTR, but Snape with an accurate nade shuts down Levi's. And now Snape going for some more kills, of course. He just throws in another nade here. Let's see if he can still get some more points, for the team here. Oh, he went for Lamborghini, gets the job done. Tries to go for Patagene, but it's a good thing that Satar is there, ready to back him up.
Beautiful follow-up by Satar. Beautiful follow-up by Satar. And Snape will be back up again. As we shift over to ASI 8 and status update for them. Looks like no eliminations yet for ASI8. And they're played by the edge of the circle. But right in front of them, it's going to be Thundertalk Gaming. Oh, what the players now up on the high ground. They probably got information that ASI8 is around the corner.
Yeah, they probably know that there's a lot of fight going on, from BTR's side. There's a lot of teams there. I mean, former Vibes is there, Thunder Talk is there, a while ago Savior was there, BTR is there, so perhaps, they just want to kind of swoop in and get lucky with those shots. But right now we haven't seen them really push just yet, probably taking their time. But of course, there's a need for them to be a little aggressive in getting elimination points. So before we head on to ASI8 or back to ASI8, let's check out what Federalis is going to do in this situation, since he is getting hunted down by former Vibes. Doc is holding on to a molly here, but Joel and Tops just got knocked down by Sing of Thunder Talk.
Oh, Thunder Talk Gaming actually brought Federalis a lifeline. Now leaving only Doc alone here in this building. Ruthless is somewhere else. So let's see if we can pull off a clutch here against BTR. We did see Doc pull off a clutch against NS Red Force before this. And now short range nade, but before he was able to use that for himself, he gets knocked down. But still he's able to knock Federalis as a consolation. Anyway, go time for Ruthless. Ruthless shot from probably behind, maybe Thunder Talk. Yes, it is Thunder Talk. To take that off. No, it is Snape. Snape was on the other building.
He was. But this is such a great spot, though, for Thunder Dog. I mean, this is a great vantage point. So, Snape understands the need for him to put down Sing at this point in the match, since, they've been, or he's been, rather, stealing all of their kills from inside the compound. And ASI8 is about ready to settle the score, or else, they're going to run out of elimination points.
Well, let's see how the circle will affect that, too. As we will see the next zone, it moves towards the northern side. ASI8, no circle. They're still sharing the same compound with BTR on the south. So potentially that fight might happen. But a lot more fights happening now on the right side of the circle involving Void Donkey. Tianba trying to find a way into the circle as Vampire Esports joins in onto the club.
Okay. So if ASI8 gets the chicken dinner, technically they only need 8 elimination points. But that is the biggest for the chicken dinner. But Ventura's, man, just went straight to Gakor to get eliminated. And that was it. Thank you. Good game well played to Vampire Esports. And a potato from Void Donkey turned into a potato. Really, this time, because he got shut down from that exchange. But Vexy and Razak here to save the day still. They're hunting down Mighty. Mighty has a Shack, and Vexy with an effective counter.
Wow, nice boom shot there by Vexy to win that one against Mighty. Mighty has fallen. One more to go for Tianba. Now Void Donkey is coming in, but they fight back. Razak moving knocked down. Could this be a big clutch? But no. Void Donkey says they still win this. Nice and clean.
Ooh, man, okay. Again, there's a little bit of pressure onto the side of ASI8, since BT are now pretty close at the edge of the circle here down south, so they might do that gatekeeping situation. Now, King left the high ground advantage, and now he is getting targeted by ASI8. And, unfortunately, though, he denied that point up against ASI8. Vexy getting shot at by Lapar of RQ. 4 points now for the Indonesian team.
Yeah, the precious point denied away from the hands of ASI8. But we move over to RRQ. They won their very, very first fight. How about the elimination feed? Baby got gunned down and eliminated by BTR. Snape is the one to take him out. ASI8, 2 players left, and they're spending time in the blue. It's not looking good for ASI8.
Yeah, it's not looking too good. BTR, however, doing an effective job so far. Lapar getting back into the Void Donkey action here. Okay, backed away from the Sinis, is leading the charge. He is in the front, okay, gauging the situation, getting some information, while Sem9 just waits for BTR to come crashing in the compound.
As of now, it's going to be Sem9 and BTR. Even more for Sem9 since they don't have the circle. At least BTR, they have one player within it, so they can follow up from there. But once they move in, it will be NS Red Force waiting for them. And speaking of NS Red Force, they're now in action, taking out Federalis as a start.
Here we go. Nicely done by Bini. I guess he's having a Bini moment once again, but this time being on the aggressive side. Snape, okay, trying to still make a difference for Vigatron right now. He's throwing nades up against ZY here, but NS Red Force remains to be strong and formidable at this point in the match here. There's some sort of pressure onto the side of Vigatron since there's a need for them to get inside the zone, and NS Red Force is not making it easy for them. But Void Donkey, though, is close to where NS Red Force is, so perhaps they would decide to join into the mix as well, since they already have the momentum. They're already on a double-digit score here.
Yeah, might as well, right? And you asked for it, you got it. And the moment they switch over, XCY knocked down by a Void Donkey. The Void Donkey now they need to reset to the place pretty low while Bini picking up the snake. Void Donkey moves away from danger, but danger will be sent towards them. Anyway, for Yuhai, knocked down by BTR, they also want a piece of this action.
And everybody wants a piece of the action. And a piece of the chicken, of course. Here we go. Void Donkey, BTR, NS Red Force in the same place here, ladies and gents. Going head to head. TZ looking to pop some heads and was able to almost kill Snape in the process, but it's a good thing Snape was able to hide just in time. Now Bini trying to find an opening knock here up against Potato, but Potato getting shot at by Casanova of the ASI-8!
Oh, he needs the points. Okay, he'll start off by taking out Potato, so that's going to be their first point. But still, okay, mathematically still enough bodies for Casanova to do it. But it's still going to be a tall order. Even more so if these teams cancel each other. Right here, right now, NS Red Force just above BTR. Bini will get Snake, will finish off Snake immediately. Now the number of bodies are starting to count down as XY long range to knock down Drexy.
NS Red Force might be the one to bag the chicken